Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we have here set number 71781, Lloyd's Mech Battle EVO from the LEGO Ninjago theme. This is a 6+ set that released on January 1st, 2023, and it contains 223 pieces, 2 minifigures, and it retails for $19.99 USD, which I bought it for off of Amazon, had it shipped here while I was on my trip to California, and I built it a while ago and haven't really gotten around to reviewing it just yet, so I decided why not do it today. So without further ado, let's get into the review. All right, starting off with bag number 1 of the set, here we have the Lloyd's Mech here in its unevolved form. This is how, this is what it looks like when you start building it and when you finally get to play with it, and it only takes one bag to get you to this stage. And as with most EVO sets, it is rather simplistic in this form and kind of goofy looking, but it kind of works because, I don't know, this is a toy meant for kids ages 6 and up, but I don't know, there's something about it that actually kind of works for me, but I definitely much prefer the evolved form. But we'll take a look at this. You can see right front and center you can have you can see the pearl gold mech cabin part here, which in case you don't know, hinges open and you can place a minifigure inside. And you know, it's a standard EVO mech. You know, it has the joints and the mech cabin. Sorry about that, my door blew open. Someone turned the AC on too high. But anyway, you know, it's really simple. There's nothing really much to say about it. You can get some cool poses, but it's really simplistic. There's black plates on the back, but it is built with these green parts. Like I pointed out before, I didn't really point out the color, but as you can see, they are green, and this is my first time getting them in this color. I know this already exists, but this is kind of cool to me, and you get a nice sword build for the mech on these hands, which I believe this is probably the only mech besides Zane's to actually use these joints and have posable hands. And there's one from Avatar, but that had different arms. But for some reason, the Marvel ones this year didn't seem to be able to do this. They only stopped with the hand right here, whereas you can clearly see that it's able to have more posability if you do that. But the feet, nothing special. Like, you don't change them after this, but it looks pretty good. I don't like the abundance of gray you've got going on this mech, like stuff like that. That's forgivable. I understand that, but this, no, I don't like that. That's too much. But you can see there's some thrusters. I guess it's like if you wanted to make the mech jump high or something. And then there's these clips where you would bars where you clip stuff on later in the evolution. But there's nothing really much to say about it. But yeah, that's your Lloyd mech. So let's move on to the next one. Bag number 2 of the set is where things start to kind of get interesting, because this is a first. This is a evil mech using these joints, which for Ninjago is new. For the same day, we had the Thanos mech release, which used the same parts. But you can see, oh, what's going on with the focus here? But it's kind of a different approach. You just even got a hat, which is really cool, where you can open that up and take the figure out, and that's how he attaches in there. And then the mech cabin part is abandoned for this. What is going on with this focus? Sorry, guys. Jeez. I don't know what's going on with my camera here. Whoa. But you can see there's the weapon pack included. Is mostly used throughout the set. So you got the crest here. There's 2 sides back here. All right. What is going on with this focus? And then the rest of the stuff is used here, and then 2 more are used for shurikens in the set, which now I'm gonna take this off cinematic mode because this is driving me crazy. All right, now we're back here. Sorry about that focus. It's my phone. I film all my videos on my phone, but you can see the arms are in a new color for this wave, which is red, which is kind of interesting, seeing as we had Kaimex last wave using the same joints, but we never got them in red. But it's a nice inclusion. I really like that. And this is supposed to be the villain that pops out of nowhere and attacks Lloyd while Lloyd is in this form of his mech. But this is the bag 2 here. But yeah, it's really cool. You got like a samurai-esque to it, like vibe given off by that looks like samurai armor, like over there too. And there's lots of gunmetal gray, and it does really match the Bone Warrior colors, but I really wish that it had some of the spring green color, which it doesn't have any of. Most people on YouTube have been really hating on the set for it, but I think it's fine, but it could be better. Like, I think there could be more green here, but we'll talk more on that later at the end of the video. And you can see that the hands are built slightly differently. They both use these claws for the fingers, but there's 2 clips in this hand, and then there's 1 in this hand, and that's because you get this giant scythe weapon, which is 2 scythes. If you can't see it, it uses the sword and sai on either side to make a giant scythe build. And this is meant to be separated in 2. So that way you can give them one with the monkey kid hilt, to this hand, and then the one normal one without the monkey kid hilt to this one. Then it has 2 weapons to face off against Lloyd's mech in case it needs to, I don't know, have like a last-ditch effort. But that's not all when it comes to this set, because say if you wanted to have it fighting Lloyd with the weapon still like this, then say it gets battle damage and the hat falls off. Well, the set says in the instructions that you can actually use this as a shield, which I think is great. That is really creative. I love that idea. And it really does look like a shield, and I like that. It can be held by both mechs. Like, you know, if you wanted Lloyd to use it for some reason, but I don't know why you'd want to do that, but that's how it clips on there. And then there's some sides around the back. The back is kind of plain like most mechs of this building system, but I don't know what these are for. I think they're for adornments, but many people have called them weapons. I don't know, but yeah. Then the feet use these claw pieces for toes. Same going on up here with this brick-built mech cabin or whatever. But there's something about both mechs that I didn't touch on earlier, but I will touch on with the other one, is that they have these holes in the bottom of the feet. Sorry about the dust, but there's just nothing there, and that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like they're trying to be lazy and not fill in the hole, which I don't like. Like, that is probably my biggest red flag with this set, is that we should not be seeing stuff like this. But other than that, it's a really good mech. I really didn't like it at first when I saw that it wasn't using the standard EVO mech cockpit part, but I like this a lot. I've swapped out this for a gunmetal gray one. It doesn't look as cool, actually, so I actually prefer it like this. Like, I kind of like this, and it kind of makes the mech cabin part on mechs more exclusive to the ninjas side of things. But yeah, it's a really good mech, and I love it. But it has some flaws, but overall it's good. So let's see how you can evolve Lloyd's mech. As with most EVO sets, you need a variety of parts to upgrade this mech. So if I angle the camera down, you can see you need 2 of these, 2 of these builds, which are identical, 1 of this print, 2 of these, 2 gold bars, a build to go on the back of it, and last but not least, the banner. Well, sorry for my hand getting in the way near the end of that time-lapse montage, because I've never actually used time-lapse camera before, so I was kind of just testing it out, so I didn't realize that my thumbs up there would be rather slow. But this is a really cool look for the mech, and as I said before about the bone one, there's holes in the bottom of the feet that don't make any sense, and also both of them use a gray tile at the bottom in between their legs, which I also don't really like. But so everything new here is rather interesting. You got these SCCBS pieces here to act as knee armor, mainly thigh armor, and then you got the printed ninja tile there, and then you get these 2 gold bars here as extra armor, and then these shoulder pads are really cool, using the really awesome part from Ninjago crystallized, which I like to see. And on the back, there's these giant blades which, according to the instructions, can be removed and given to the mech to use as a weapon. I believe this is supposed to be like a double-sided sword, and probably also as use like cause of battle damage. Like if the bone mech uses its scythe to like rip this part off, then this mech could pick it up and use it as a weapon. Or maybe it's supposed to be a weapon, and maybe it's like a bow, or this is like the arrow, like it could shoot the sword. I don't know. EVO sets are for people's imaginations, so this can be whatever you want. And before, I did not touch on these, which are really great parts. That is a printed Nexon Knight shield, exclusive to this set. That print is designed for this set, it is exclusive, and looks great. And going back to the wings, if you want to have this mech fly, well, you have these thrusters added to these thrusters. So maybe if you wanted to have them like that, and this mech, those aren't blades, you can angle them down, they could be wings, and they can fly. Yes, those are amazing sound effects, courtesy of Mr. Jim's sound system back there. I know where you're hiding, but I can't find you. But I hear you, Mr. Jim. Anyway, yeah, it's really cool. I like this a lot, and I think it's probably the best EVO mech we've gotten out of the line. Like, I know people really like the Zane one. I think this is my personal favorite one. It's a definite upgrade from the previous Lloyd mech, which we will not really be discussing without me getting mad, because that thing is quite bad. But that was a 4+ set. And last but certainly not least, up at the top, we have here the Resilience banner. If I could zoom in more, that is something cool. This reminds me of earlier in the battle of the final battle of the core shorts we got early 2022 for Juice and Spinjitzu. In the Courage short, Kai deflects fire from the legendary dragon away from Master Wu and kind of looked like this. Only this is Lloyd creating a bubble of energy to protect this. This is the Resilience banner, according to the Lego.com description, which something that's bugged me about other LEGO reviewers. When I say other LEGO reviewers, I'm not trying to attack anybody. I'm not trying to spread hate to other reviewers, because they do a great job. They're better than me. But sometimes there's things that I don't really like about them. And that is this is one of these things where they should probably be pointing out what this is. This is the Resilience banner, and like most banners, can be attached. Detached from this set and attached to the Ninjago temple, which is kind of interesting. And I've really liked that play feature. Or it can be held by minifigures, because it's just a pull thing. And this is, interestingly enough, the last banner to use this style. Like, the same build is used in Kai's Mech Rider, but the pole is black instead of gold. So this golden pole, like traditional EVO assembly for this core banner, this is the last appearance of it in the set. So actually that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why they changed it, maybe to make it more unique to each set, but I kind of like that idea. But I do wish they were more uniform, but I do really appreciate the idea of making them more unique. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about this mech. So yeah, I'm blown away by how good this is. Like, I never expected this to be such a good set, but we'll get more on that later. For now, let's take a look at the extra pieces, packaging, minifigures. Sorry, forgot about the minifigures. Let's do those. Starting off with our first minifigure here. This is Golden Dojo Lloyd, or Golden Lloyd, or Golden Core Lloyd, or whatever you want to call him. And wow, is this a cool figure. This Legacy mask here is in a new color. That is the pearl gold base with the light green headband. We previously got a dark green headband, so I'm really happy to see this. But yeah, that's really cool. And then the torso printing there is really, really well done. I like that. The dragon scales there look cool. And then there's like the dragon bodies curling up there. That looks really cool. And then there's some nougat printing in there, if I'm not mistaken. That looks really cool. And yeah, this is a really well-designed minifigure. His accessory here is a golden katana, a staple for the ninja in this wave, which is nice to see. And he's got some green hands, which look cool, and they match this. And then on the back, you can see, moving this out of the way, you can see his back torso print still has some of that green dragon scale armor and has the ninja symbol, kind of like the rest of it. So I guess Lloyd has a golden power and core now. I don't know, but this again can be whatever you want it to be. And then underneath you have that same 2017 face. Nothing special at all, but yeah, this is an awesome figure, and I'm really happy to have it in my collection. Yeah, let's move on to the villain Lloyd has to face off against in this set is a Bone Warrior, and I have already covered the same figure on the channel. Actually, no, I haven't, because that Ice Dragon review has having some troubles. So sorry, this will be my first time covering him. But his weapons here are the Bone Shurikens from that same weapon pack that provides a lot of the accessories from the Bone Mech. And they're rather large. I don't really like I like the idea. The look looks really cool. I just think they're rather large, so I don't really appreciate that. But regardless, there's some really cool torso printing with him. He has some spring green ribs with some red chainmail and cloth over that, and he has got silver arms suggesting armor, and he's got a gunmetal gray spike armor piece that has been used numerous times before, and he has the same leg print as pretty much every Bone Warrior in this wave, so nothing new there. Really cool, like thigh armor, that looks really cool, and around the back there's some continuing of the spikes and the chainmail with some straps there. I like that attention to detail, and then the cloth is tied up back there, which looks really cool. And he has no alternate face, as you can see. Just give you a full 360 of him. So yeah, he's really cool. Standard face for the Bone Warriors, and he uses the Black Panther ears as horns, which are cool. And you do get an extra of those in this set. So he's rather generic compared to the exclusive Lloyd. But then again, Cord rarely has exclusive figures, if any at all. So yeah, he's really cool. Good for army building. And yeah, let's take a look at the packaging and then my final thoughts on this set. I usually say that this is what you get for your box, and I am really hoping that you guys do not get this, because yikes. Like I said, I ordered this off of Amazon, and they did not take care at all with the distribution of this. They just threw it in one of these Amazon baggies. I'm sure you guys have probably seen that numerous times if you purchased from Amazon. But they didn't put it in its own little box. They just threw it in a bag and called it good, and they're all banged up. This part of the box was partially open. I know I could have took a picture of this when I got it and gotten my money back, but I just wanted the set because I'd waited forever for it. And oh man, look at that. That is not good. But regardless, you got some really nice box art going on here. I like the new core box art. And then right there, that's a great attention to detail where you can see the reflected sai from the scythe in there. That looks really cool. And then there's some green mist following behind the Bone Warrior mech as it fights Lloyd. And you can see the traditional Ninja Dojo temple background appearance. And then around the back, as you probably saw earlier, that is the specifications on how to evolve said set. And I just noticed that they changed this. It used to say level up to complete the mission in a rather generic font, but they changed it, and I'm glad they did. And it's like a new font, but I don't really like how it doesn't say complete the mission anymore. I don't know. But not sure why that was changed, but you can see Lloyd is in a hexagon holding his resilience banner there, and that specifies that this is a two-step evolution, which I'm really genuinely happy to see. And then there are no stickers used in this set, and you get this for your instruction manual. Mine has some damage here. This is from the transportation of the set, which is really unfortunate. There's your QR code and the really bad render. I'm never going to stop complaining about that. I really don't like it. And then back here, very standard stuff now. Open it up the back. Parts. And is there an ad? There is. You can see there is the Ice Dragon, the Creative Ninja Brick Box, Jay's Jet, and Guy's car. And then, no YouTuber ever shows this, so I will. But this tells a story. Which is cool. So Lloyd in the monastery runs up to his mech. He goes down the hill, and then you build the mech. So I don't know why it shows the mech before you build it, so that's interesting. Blah, 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 build the mech. Build the mech. And then There's some stuff where you build the swords. There's some slashing action there. And then, once the mech is complete, he's destroying stuff for training, I hope. And then it shows the bone mech's appearance before you build it. Not sure why they're doing that. But going through here, just seeing if we got anything else cool. Oop, don't follow me, box. Dang, these instructions are longer than they look. Anyway, there's showing how you can use that as a shield if you so desire, which I think is a great feature. It then shows the mech attacking Lloyd and knocking his sword out of his hands. And the very next page shows the mech evolving before you even evolve it, which I think is weird. Again. And then it shows that as being used as wings, so I guess this can fly in universe, like if there was a universe for this. And then Master Wu presents to you the banner before you complete the mission, so that's interesting. And then Lloyd defeats the Bone Warrior mech, which is really cool. And oh, there's some more ads. Jay's mech, Cole's dragon, this set advertising itself, and then the Kai bike, which I think I actually like that set, so I might grab that in the future. But yeah, down here, if I move this in focus, these are not extra parts. These are the weapons from the Bone Warrior, but these are extra parts. You get some more shurikens, a hollow red stud, which I think is interesting. I never really got that before. Hollow dark green stud, same goes for that. And then you get some more Black Panther ears, green stud, and green cheese slope. And then these parts are the leftovers from the weapon pack. Not too many in this set because they're used so heavily on the mech, which I appreciate. But yeah, let's move into my final thoughts. Overall, this is a really great set, and I say that because this is everything I would expect from a set like this. You have two mechs that are both in a $10 style, like just going off of like Zane's mech from last year. That set was $10 and it had the same amount of minifigs and everything, but let's not get into that because I kind of wish there was a little bit more minifigs, but that wouldn't be necessary. Like this has the amount of minifigs necessary, but a $20 set with two mechs of a $10 size, that is perfect. Like, this is amazingly well priced for this day and age. I actually love this. And then the playability where this comes off and this comes off, and this is a battle between two mechs. I love that. We've gotten that from Marvel before, and I really hope that we get more of this stuff. Like, just for like, I don't know, like the other ninjas, and now we've got a really actually good mech for Lloyd. And then we have a Kai mech and a Zane mech and another Kai mech. But, yeah, so I hope we get some more of those. And then the Lloyd figure is awesome. I'm glad to get him. That's one of the main reasons why I bought this set. And just because I like it, this mech is better than I expected. I originally didn't really like it very much. But, yeah, this is great. $20 is a steal, honestly. But yeah, that's really all I have for you today. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My name's Jim. I do videos like this about Lego videos of similar themes. And I hope to be seeing you again soon in my next video. So until then, see you later.